we are live. We're live. Hello, everyone.
Good morning.
Hi, everyone.
So, thanks for joining us for the AMAZE Open Screen stream. Sorry, it's gonna be. Oh God, I'm gonna scream so much today. Oh God, can we rewind? Anyways, okay, I'm joined here by two wonderful developers from Play Curious, who created and released Blockchain Battle on their website. And we are going to look into playing episode 1 of Blockchain Battle today on stream. With you watching and you being able to ask the developers questions in the chat. Also, join the newsletter on the website that you will be able to find in the description below. I always wanted to make that, stupid hand motion.
That's awesome.
Oof, and maybe I will stop blushing in like 2 minutes. Okay, good. So, Play Curious are Jesse and Elias. And so the two of you, tell us a little bit about Play Curious, who you are, and what Blockchain Battle is, and why you made it.
Yeah. So hello, everyone. So my name is Jesse Himmelstein. I co-founded Play Curious with Jean-Christophe, who can't be here with us today, unfortunately. If any of you recognize me from AMAZE, it's probably from previous times when I came to the conference. So AMAZE is really one of my favorite game festivals. In fact, my favorite game festival. I really just loved it, and I discovered it a few years back. And I at the time I was working in Paris at this research lab, and I was making a game engine called Redwire, and then we did something called Red Metrics. And once or twice we showed off kind of technologies like science games. We did a science game exhibit once at AMAZE. So I really love AMAZE, and I was really happy to be able to do this stream today to actually show Blockchain Battle at AMAZE, even in the open screens format. It's really cool. And so I'm a developer, and I'm really interested in games, making games where you learn cool stuff. And so the basic idea behind Play Curious is to make games where you learn things. And that's where this idea of kind of making a game where you learn how blockchain and cryptocurrency work comes from. Yes, do you want to say a few things about yourself?
I mean, I'm kind of fresh in the Play Curious company, so I don't have a lot of things to say. I mean, I just arrived on October, and I find the Blockchain Battle project was cool, because I wanted to understand how it works. I don't know if in the chat there are people who knows about blockchain, but I know a lot of people don't know about it. So yeah, and no worries about my accent. I know I'm French, so don't judge me, please. It's my first time in stream. I'm kind of a virgin, so I'm like I'm a bit shaking, like like that. So yeah.
So Elias is gonna do community management. So whatever you're writing in the chat, he's gonna read and forward to me, because I will be preoccupied with playing the game and checking OBS so it doesn't freeze and break and crash and die. Okay, so
maybe just real quick before we start. Sorry, Barbara, to interrupt you. Thank you, first of all, to Barbara for doing this stream with us. This is really a lot of fun. Barbara and I know each other when she came to a summer school in Paris a few years back, and that was super fun. So that was so cool, and so I'm so happy that we managed to keep in touch and that we can do this thing today. So thank you to Barbara. And one last thing before I let Barbara take us through the game, just please, if you're interested. First of all, if you have any questions during the stream, there's a bit of a latency, so we might not be able to answer right away, but we'll get to it as soon as we can. So you can just put your questions in the chat on YouTube. And also, if you're interested in finding more about the game and following along with new games that we're working on, you can join. You go to our website at playcurious.games. I'll put a link in the chat right now. Oh, too quick.
Link for the
too quick.
Mailing list. Too quick.
It's too quick. So yes, you can go to that URL there to join our mailing list. In other words, we're at playcurious.games. And yeah, so go ahead, Barbara. Sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Good. Then let's get started with the game. Okay, here we are. So, Blockchain Battle. We're playing episode 1. There are 2 episodes out right now. So, one other question before we get started. How many more episodes are you going to release?
That's top secret information.
Okay,
No, we don't really actually have plans right now for a third one, but we have ideas. We have lots of ideas,
Okay.
but we have to think about it.
I really hope that you will find the time and energy to continue producing to forward the story, because
that's nice to say.
I looked into the game and it's really nice. Okay, then let's get going. Well,
Let's go.
so, Draper, we urgently need your help. We are developing a new cryptocurrency and we can't afford any high-profile hacks. Can you do a full security test? Whatever your normal rate is, we will triple it. Smith. Let's accept. That's an offer we can't really decline.
You literally cannot decline it.
No, really.
That's
And I
not
mean,
how
my rates
you're
are
doing.
pretty high already. So. Perfect. I know we could count on you. Before you jump in, enjoy our brand new trailer.
Aren't you tired of governments and big banks controlling your money? Don't you wish you were in charge? Time to try Octor. Octor is a new cryptocurrency which you can exchange with anyone in the world, quickly and securely. Welcome to the future with Octor.
Okay. So, we find ourselves in a menu. We see an inventory and we've got a notification in the chat, but we're gonna play it hard and first check out the inventory. We see there is the trailer that we just watched. So let's go to the chat. Okay. So
So who do you see there in the chat?
yeah, just a second. So we've got the network. Okay. So we're chatting with Smith, and he wrote us a message saying, "Sounds like a dream come true, right? In all honesty, Octor is still in the development phase and missing out a few features. We need to find any remaining flaws before we put it out to the masses. To do that, we recruited you and 3 other hackers, Mudge, Raven, and Blue Hat. Do you see them in the network module?" So we see them up
So
here.
just a quick anecdote here,
yeah.
if I
Sure.
So all these names, we had fun coming up with these names from Mudge, Blue Hat, or Raven, and they're all references to famous hackers of different kinds, or at least different hacking themes. So because we wanted to give the whole game kind of this hacking feel, so we thought it'd be cool to have actual names behind it. And we worked with so 2 things on that. One is we worked with a really cool narrative designer named Ronan Le Breton. Who did some really great help with us. And he did all the dialogue and stuff like that. And for the hacking names, we came up with a few different ones. So Draper is a reference to the famous Captain Crunch, if that rings any bells. So this is somebody who did this. He had this thing where he had he found that if you, like in Captain Crunch cereal in the US back in, I think it was the 60s or the early 70s when he was doing that, there was this little whistle that would come as like a little prize, and it turns out that if you played that whistle into phones, what are they called? Oh, phone booths. Yeah, the old school phone booths that don't exist anymore. If you played it into phone booths at the right frequency, it would count as if you put in a quarter into the machine.
What?
And so he would be able to make free phone calls across the country and stuff like that.
This is
And it's really cool. So he got named Captain Crunch, and he did all sorts of cool stuff like that around phone hacking and stuff like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I'll let you keep going there.
Okay, all right. So do we see them in the network module? So we've got it here. And now, this is us, we're Draper. We're new here, and probably this is our, what do you call it? Like
There's
placeholder image.
Sweet Apple Pie saying it's amazing. I mean, maybe he was talking about the anecdote.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, it's crazy. So that's Blue Hat. I mean, there we are. Raven and the dark web. It's me. And Mudge, busy calculating. Do not disturb. All right. So we saw them in the network module. Okay, cool. Hi everyone. Now that the introductions are out of the way, it's time to dig in. I gave you all 10 octors to start. So octors is the cryptocurrency we use in this game. You can check it in the ledger module. So we've got the ledger, and now we have our balance across all of the users, which are, Draper, Bluehead, Raven, Mudge. And we all start with 10, and the balance is 10 for everyone. So I guess it's like a closed system, and whatever we will move from one to the other, it will all add up to 40 in the end. It's just
that's right.
a guess, a wild guess.
Just a guess. Yeah, no,
Okay, it's all there. Notice that you see what everyone's balance is. With Octor, it's not the bank that watches over your account, but the entire community. Got it. Enough talk, it's time for action. Your first task is simple. You need to buy something from one of your colleagues for 1 Octor. Okay, so we see another notification, and we've got our objectives. Create your first transaction. We can have, get a hint, but we don't want that because we're, tough cookies. Okay, let's go for Raven, because Raven seems trustworthy, right? Hi Raven, anything to sell? That depends. How much are you ready to cuff up? 1 Octor. 1 Octor? Are you kidding me? Go back to your sandbox, kid. Okay, guess we're not gonna get anything from him.
He seems like a nice guy,
Yeah.
definitely.
Gotta love him. Okay, hi Mudge. Are you selling anything? Are you joking? I don't have any time for that. I have too much work. Okie dokie. Then that leaves us with Bluehead, obviously.
Mudge is he's not mean, but he's not very helpful.
I mean, he's busy, so
He's a
don't
busy,
bug busy
person.
people. Probably he's reading the newspaper or something. Okay, hi Bluehead.
I like how that's the image of busy person.
What?
is reading the news. I like how your image of busy person is reading the newspaper.
Like, don't disturb your dad when it's Sunday and he's reading the
It's true.
newspaper. You know,
He's
that
busy.
kind
Leave
of
him
like
alone.
stereotype.
Yeah, it's-
Okay, hi Bluehead, are you selling anything? Yes, actually. I may have a PhD and 10 years of research experience in cryptography, but I still love telling dumb jokes. I mean, I can't argue with that. Would you sell me one for 1 Octor? Do you know the difference between Windows and a virus? So if any one of you in the chat knows the answer or has an estimation without Googling or using DuckDuckGo or any kind of search engine, drop it in the chat and we'll see if any one of you comes up with it. So it's like, okay, no, I obviously don't know. Then send me 1 Octor. Transaction on its way. So remember, the joke is, what's the difference between Windows and a virus? Okay, transactions. Create
Tough
a
one.
transaction. So we've got like DMRB, which is Draper, Mudge, Raven, and Bluehead. And let's see, we want to not give ourselves 1 Octor, but we are Draper, and we owe 1 to Bluehead. 1 Octor, so create. Okay, the other users judge. So let's see. So far, people are fine with it. Bluehead accepts the money, and Raven is also okay. So let's see. The ledger. Oh yeah, nice. So T1 is our first transaction. I gave 1 Octor to Bluehead. Now I've got 9 Octor. Bluehead has 11.
I'm reading the chat because
Okay.
they are giving answers.
Oh great.
Applefly was saying that it's a tough one. And there's Pablo saying one of them is a malware and the other is a virus. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good answer as well. Okay, let's see.
So that's
Objectives
totally-
completed, and we've got like 4 points for doing that, so that's cool. Let's see, the chat. Good. Do you want your joke, Draper? Of course. What's the difference between Windows and a virus? The virus works.
This, by the way, was a fun thing. It was not very easy to come up with computer and math jokes. I don't know if anyone's ever tried before.
Yeah.
I was like, it'd be great if we had some computer and math jokes throughout the thing. The list is very short of
I mean,
computer and math jokes.
yeah,
that are
I
very
guess the target group for those kind of jokes are like a particular group of people from a particular age, because I
Yeah.
you know,
I think math teachers, but I think math teachers do get probably more of those jokes than the general public.
I don't know. If you know good jokes in the chat, then,
Yeah.
drop them and If you
Yeah,
came
please
up
let
with
us know
it,
if you have good ones.
exactly. Drop it there and you can be credited.
Yeah, we can include it in the next game.
Oh,
The next-
that's an incentive.
There you go.
Okay.
That could be a prize. Yeah.
So Smith wants something from us. Let's see. Okay.
And we
it's
pay
done.
with octas for the jokes, of course.
Okay, it's done. Bravo Draper. Wait a second. So, Bravo Draper, you created the first transaction in Octor and communicated it to the community. If we want to move beyond having a bank centralize our transactions, we need to communicate them to all the other users for approval. Just a second. Understood. This time, I would like you to verify a transaction between two other users. So go ahead, Draper. So, no. Okay. Okay, let's see. So, Raven wants to give Mudge 2. Right? And we accept.
Yeah, that's right. Now you have to
because
check if it's right. Do you think that's okay?
right. I mean, Raven has enough money to give it to Mudge, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's probably right. Sorry, I shouldn't be helping you along.
I'm just not listening to you.
The correct playtesting etiquette is just to be like,
It's a virtue. Okay, so transaction number two, Raven gave 2 Octor to Mudge, and now I'm really curious what he paid for it, but it's not like we can, like we will find out. It's just, I'm just a curious.
much like
person.
Bitcoin, you might never know.
Yeah. Oh God.
Which, by the way, was a real thing. I don't know if you followed that whole recent Bitcoin scam that happened on Twitter. You know?
Oh
that
yeah,
whole
good
thing.
point. Yeah.
Yeah, they were talking about how one of the interesting. So for people who don't realize it, like Octor is the system here is really based on how Bitcoin, at least the basics of Bitcoin. You know, when it was first invented. And so during that whole Bitcoin scam that just happened on Twitter, I heard some journalists talking about how at the same time all the accounts were hacked and they were tweeting out the address for this to send Bitcoin to this address, and for some reason they were going to get twice the money back, which didn't really make
exactly. So
sense.
they basically hacked the Twitter accounts of people like Obama, Joe Biden, who else? Like
Oh yeah,
Elon
Musk.
Elon Musk,
Elon
etc.
Musk,
So it was
yes.
crazy.
Yeah.
And they had something going like, let us give back to the community. If you send $1,000 in Bitcoins, then, I will send you back $2,000.
2,000. Like,
or
okay.
something like that, really.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good deal.
Stuff that we basically in grad school
I'm no
learned that you
mathematician,
shouldn't listen to. Cybersecurity and stuff. Anyways.
Yeah, but just I wanted to say about that, it was kind of funny, is that the journalists who were tracking the story, because Bitcoin's open ledger, just like in Octor here, they were able to track as they go. They don't know the person who was getting the money, but they were able to see how much money was being transferred live, in the same way that you're doing it here. So they were like, as the tweets were coming out, they're like, oh no, they're making, I think they made like $100,000. It was not that incredible, but
I mean, if there wasn't
it's both a
something
lot
before
and not a lot.
there is suddenly, so
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so the chat. Excellent. Notice that because our system is decentralized, your choice alone is not enough. At least 2 of your colleagues need to also approve the transaction. Can you examine this new transaction? If it seems correct, approve it, otherwise refuse it. I'm counting on you. No problemo. Objectives, verify a third-party transaction. So Blue Hat wants to give Raven 12. But Blue Hat cannot possibly have, he just has 11, so he can't, debit anyone 12 Octor. So we definitely reject this one. Of course, Raven is gonna approve, because who refuses 12 Octor? So we're good.
So how did you know to refuse?
So I knew that I gave Blue Hat 1, so he started with 10 plus 1 is 11, and he definitely didn't have the what do you call it? Like
enough
the money, the Octo
Yeah.
amount.
Enough money, enough
exactly,
money.
to give
Definitely.
12 to Raven. So he would have gone into debt, and I guess
That's
not
right.
something that you
That's a wise choice.
Yeah, and you can't go into debt on these systems.
mathematics. Okay, Well done. That transaction didn't make any sense. It's impossible for a buyer to spend more octors than he or she has. Only the cheater accepted it, and that's not enough. With our decentralized system, we need more than 50%, 3 users in this case. Perfect. Our cryptocurrency seems to work as planned. Now things are going to get interesting. You will learn how a pirate can falsify a transaction. Cool. Ready? Ready. Nice.
All right, so you're ready for level 2 then?
Yes,
Ah.
looks like it. So we finished all objectives. We didn't need
Wow,
hints.
Barbara,
and we got
15 out of 15.
points. Okay, awesome.
GG.
Welcome to Octo. From now on, each transaction is summed up by a hash.
Oh god.
A hash is a small number calculated by a computer, which identifies a whole set of data. For instance, an image, a sound, or a document. This number is formatted. For example, in Octor, the hash is 4 digits long. The slightest change in the data and the resulting hash is entirely different. It's quick and easy for a computer to calculate the hash, but the reverse, finding the data used to create the hash, is extremely hard. In Octor, each transaction can now be identified by its hash, a bit like how you can identify a person from their fingerprint. Welcome to the future with Octor.
Yeah, I really have to admit that I like these little videos.
That's cool.
Always give the
That's
theme
our,
of that episode. So
I
Signature.
think for that, I'll give a big shout out to our 2 people. So it's Jisei, my co-founder, is a really wonderful motion designer, and he worked with an intern named Mathilde, who did a really fantastic job. She did a great job.
yeah.
And we have a question
Okay.
in the chat, and it's saying, did you feel any pressure to make this game feel more real, I guess, compared to most media with a hacker sort aesthetic? I think a lot of them are going in that direction after years of Hollywood. So,
Yeah, that's true. You know, to answer that question, I really felt like I really like the kind of hacker aesthetic in movies. I find it really silly. It's very fun. So I wanted to keep that part of it, like, you know, the kind of the silliness and like the lights blinking. Like, actually really works on me. Like, my favorite stuff is lots of blinking lights and buttons everywhere, you know, so I was really into that aspect. But at the same time, yeah, we tried to keep it real in terms of the concepts. So everything that we have here, although it's, you know, it's simplified, you know, like, of course, in a real, like, oh yeah, nice, good job. In real Bitcoin, of course, like, you know, we're talking about different amount of money, and, you know, the kind of stuff about the like hashing and stuff. All the numbers are much larger, and there aren't like real names. Like, it doesn't say Draper and Mudge and that kind of stuff. It's like, you know, public keys and stuff like that. But we tried to keep the concepts all real. So we're trying to kind of marry, like, yeah, the hacker Hollywood aesthetic with the actual real hacking. Because you're right. And then there's, you know, there are hacking games though where people really are like, you know, you have to enter like shell commands and try to hack the system. But we weren't going for that either. We wanted something kind of a little bit easier for people to wrap their heads around, but that kept the fun aspect of it.
and he's saying, because actual hacking is boring as crap. And it's true. I think it's true.
It's probably true. All right, Barbara, let's get back to this. I'm sorry.
Okay, great. So, toolbox, let's see what's in here. Aha. Okay, we have now a tool that will do something with a hash, and there's also something that's gonna encrypt things. So, let's see. Let's see what's waiting for us. Smith, did you understand, Draper? About the hash? Yes, I got the gist. It's elementary for an ace like yourself. And if ever you want to watch the videos again, you can find them in the inventory module. Now, I'd like you to spend 3 octors and calculate the hash that corresponds to your transaction. Let's go. Okay, so we've got an objective again, and let's go to the chat. Let's see, maybe Mudge is a little bit more wieldy this time. Hey Mudge, are you finally ready to sell something? No, I'm not here to pilfer my colleagues. It's for a good cause. How's that? We need to test the hashing function. Oh, really? In that case, I might have something for you. Do you know who Alan Turing do you know who Alan Turing is? I mean, Draper doesn't, but I know. No, should I? He's the English mathematician who cracked the German military secret codes during World War II. I have a pixel portrait of him. I'll buy it for 3 octors. Okay, since it's for a good cause. So, let's see. We have to transact stuff. So, we will add a new transaction from Draper to Maj. And it's supposed to be 3. Copy the transaction text. Okay, so now we are setting up this transaction between Draper, Maj, and the amount of octar that I'm sending. We can just copy it. We can go to the toolbox. We can paste it in here, and we receive our hash. Because now, okay, we will close the toolbox, and we will paste the hash in the transaction window. So now this is really perfectly identified.
And by the way, this hashing stuff, this is real hashing that's going on also. It's kind of fun. We had fun with this part. With all the security stuff, we tried to keep it as real as possible. So it's a real hash, although, you know, it's a lot shorter. Like a normal hash would be super long, which wouldn't be that easy to manipulate in a game. So we kept it just to 4 numbers. But the idea, it actually totally works.
Yeah.
It's totally correct.
Cool. I mean, that's the perfect thing about, you know, simplifying things. You can just reduce the complexity, but still keep it real and authentic to be able to teach things to people.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, so let's see. We've got stuff. Ah, right. So here we go. This is Alan Turing. Hello, Alan. Nice picture. Thanks. Thanks, Maj. Okay, now everything's fine. Maj is like the richest person in town. Gonna throw
It's true.
and we did this.
You're not doing too well there. Just got 6.
Thank you. Okay, since it's for a good cause, thank you. You'll find it in your inventory. We already found it, so thanks, Maj, for keeping up your word. Okay, congratulations, Draper. You have shown that the hash works as promised. May I ask you to now sell something of your own for 5 octars? What about a cat photo? Fine. Good luck with your colleagues. Well, Smith, don't be so optimistic. Okay, Maj. Hi, Maj. Let's start you again. I have a photo of my cat doing lol in front of a mirror. What do you say? You're very stubborn, Draper. I don't care about your cat or your money. I'm here to improve Octa, creating a financial system that is decentralized and democratic. That's a true calling. Okay, bro. Chill. Hi, Blue Hat. I have a photo of my cat doing lol in front of a mirror. Interested? You're cute, but you're naive, Draper. You won't make any money from me. And beware of the 2 others. One of them has had a serious run-in with the law. I'm sure of it.
Aha.
Aha.
The mystery deepens.
Uh-oh. The plot thickens.
The plot thickens, yeah, that's what I should say. I think the mystery deepens is not an expression. I make that one up.
Okay. Raven. Hi, Raven. I have a photo of my cat. You've got to have it. You're such a joke, Draper. I'm not here to buy, I'm here to win. It's a jackpot. But I have another solution for you, assuming you sent over 15 octars. But I don't have 15 octars. I know! Ha ha ha!
That's a nice guy.
You are...
That's a nice guy.
And I mean, look at this. Look at this. It's freaking amazing. It's me waiting for my transaction to be confirmed, right?
Yeah.
This is so dumb.
We had a lot of fun with
I
this.
can imagine. Okay, earn 5 octars. Well,
That one is
This
cool.
was a major feature, by the way. A major feature was the mention of the cat photos. It delayed the game by at least 2 weeks. I think we include all those.
I mean, you know, this is how you procrastinate and then you use the
Not at
products.
all. No, that's very important. Very important.
Okay, so obviously, you know, just from what the game gives us, we can't communicate with people anymore, and Smith, you know, doesn't give us any money. So I guess we will have to do some solid testing and see if the system works properly.
Or if people in the chat have any ideas, they can also suggest it.
Oh yes,
If
of
you're
course.
following along
Of
and you wanna-
course. Sorry. You have
No,
9
no.
seconds.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
9, because the latency.
Should we
is
do a
9 seconds.
countdown? Should we do a countdown before Barbara?
3, 2, 1. Okay.
Oh, no,
No
that was the
answers.
quickest countdown ever.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Okay.
I mean, you know, maybe someone has an idea, but I can just drop mine. So let's go to
Yeah,
the
go
ledger
ahead. Go ahead.
and see who's got the most money.
Mhm.
It's Mudge. Raven wants 15 octors, so we can just, you know, try to get 9 more octors from someone else.
Well, you don't even have to earn 9, right? I mean, you just need 5.
Sorry?
You don't even need 9. You just need 5, I think, right? Is
I
that
mean,
what's missing?
my balance is 6, and
Mhm.
Raven wants 15.
Oh. But the objective is to get 5, yeah? Is it?
Oh, earn
I
5
see.
octors, right.
Yeah.
Sorry, forget about it.
But if you want to get more,
You really want to make
do
Raven
it.
rich.
Just do it.
No. I mean, we can just do 5. So let's go for this and see who's gonna give us money. So the credit is gonna go to Draper, and I don't know. Blue Hat was nice to us. Mudge gave us Turing. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh no, right, we don't have that yet. So we're copying this. We're going to the toolbox. We're pasting this. We're copying this. And we can paste.
Aha, you figured it out, I think, huh?
Sorry?
Yeah, you're allowed to steal. It's true.
You're hacking the system.
You're hacking the system good job.
Damn.
So, okay, cool.
So
I
are they
earned
gonna
5.
prove it though?
Sorry?
Yes, they did. It's good. Oh, sorry, because
Oh,
it's the delay. I didn't see it right away.
Oh,
until you
okay,
said
good.
it.
Sorry. Okay, I earned 5 octors. Oh, and people are really pissed. I mean, let's
If you did that to me, I would be very pissed. So yeah.
Yeah, of course. Who wouldn't be? Okay, well done,
Christian
Draper,
saying
and well done
hack
to all
the
of
planet.
you. Thanks to your work, we have detected a critical flaw in Octor 2.0, and we will need to improve our protocol immediately. From now on, you will be able to send encrypted messages. Okay.
Mhm.
That way, you can conduct private conversations with your colleagues. For real? I'm ready. Oh no, I didn't read
job.
what the other guy said. I mean, you know, doesn't matter, right?
It's cool.
They're gonna be
Don't
so
worry
mad
about
at me anyways. Okay, level 2 done. So, how's the mood in the chat?
10 out
Are
of
we going
10.
for like
Good.
3rd level or?
Yeah, why don't we do it? I think we have a little time
Right.
left. You want to do the last level, and then, because like you said earlier, it's cut into 2 episodes, and so maybe you can just do the last level of this episode, and then
Yeah,
if
I
people
mean,
want to play more, they can
would love
they
to.
can join. By the way, the game is totally free. I don't know if we said that. You can just get it directly from my website. You can play directly on the website.
Exactly. So the links should be
I'll give the
in the
link,
description, etc.,
Yeah, give the
or
link.
whatever in the chat. Yeah.
Give it in chat.
So yeah, feel free to play the first 2 episodes and write the developers some encouraging emails with feedback and stuff to get them to produce the 3rd one.
Yes. Just do this.
This is great. Oh, and by the way, if you like, we said it early on, but I'll say it again. If you want to join our mailing list, we'll be giving news about all our upcoming games, and we'll also send you some cool wallpapers that we just made yesterday. We had our graphic artist working on wallpapers of different parts of Blockchain Battle, and we'll send that as soon as you join.
Yes. So, level 3, right?
Yeah, go for it.
Does the chat say
Let's
anything
go.
right now?
No, just let's do it. Let's
Okay,
go.
cool.
People are
Nice.
excited.
Okay.
Let's
Christian
Christian
is excited. Christian is excited. Let's go for it.
Exchange messages.
hack the planet. Let's go.
Whenever a user sends a message on a computer system, it is always possible that someone is spying. To prevent a spy from reading a user's messages, they can encrypt them, turning them into a sequence of random-looking characters. To accomplish this feat, we use a pair of keys. One key is used to encrypt the message and the other to decrypt it. In Octor, each user has their own pair of keys. The user keeps their private key for themselves and shares the public one with everybody. Before sending a message, the user encrypts it with the public key of the user they're sending it to. While the message is in transit, the spy can't make out what it's saying. But when the receiving user gets the message, they can decrypt it with their private key.
The message says,
Welcome to the future.
the carrots are
With
cooked,
Octor.
right?
Yes. Oh, yes. You're right. We never translated that, but it's true.
So yeah, anyone who loves cooked carrots, now you know what it looks like encrypted. Okay, cool. Now we can use the encryption and decryption tool, which is awesome. And we go to the chat. We also, that's really cool. We also see that we're using Octor 3.0. It was at least like in the window. Okay, blue hats. Oha. Okay. So, beware of the two others. Okay, well, Draper, says Blue Hat. Are you smarter than you look, or did you get help from Raven? Am I right? Did you get my message, Draper? Yes, but it's gibberish. Use your private key to decrypt it. The key is the network. The keys in the network module. So let's see. Copy the message.
And this stuff is all true too, by the way. This is, again, a real encryption thing that we did. We tried to simplify it, but this is really how it works.
Cool. Cool.
And we had a hell of a time trying to get that to work. For a long time, because if you just sort of like, do this in a kind of straightforward way, you end up with all these totally bizarre characters that would totally break the game. This took quite a long time for us to figure out.
Yeah, that's an important point.
Christian saying
Nice,
crypto
good.
carrots.
Yeah. That's a French expression, carrots sont cuits. I was just looking that up. I was trying to remember. It means like, right? Yes, it means like we're done for or something.
Yes,
Okay.
Right?
yes.
Is that what it means? It's
Definitely.
like there's no luck, or like, there's no chance or something like that.
Interesting.
The carrots sont cuits.
What an interesting idiom.
It is. It was,
Okay. I just thought it was like a mom sending an encrypted message to her child,
Oh,
carrots are cooked.
it's time to
Kid.
go home.
Okay, paste the message. We're decrypting it, and we need to go to our network ledger and copy our private key. And nope, go back to this and paste our private key over here. So we took Blue Hat's message, we took our private key, we put it in there, and we received this message. One of them works for ...
If you click on it, it'll give you more information.
Just a sec.
You'll read the whole message.
Oh yeah, okay, works for the mafia, laundering dirty money. One of them is none of them. Okay.
What do you think it
did
is,
you read
Barbara?
it? Can I count on you? Well, okay, who's my assumption? So I've got a soft spot, a not soft spot for Raven.
Maybe I'll read the Christian message.
Oh
He
yeah.
was saying that in German, les carottes sont cuites, you say the cheese is eaten.
That's great. Had you heard that one before, Barbara?
Let me
The
think.
cheese is eaten?
Käse-
Is that one?
Der Käse ist gegessen.
Maybe you should say it in German.
Yeah, maybe.
Der Käse ist gegessen. I mean,
Cheese
I
is-
like it's on the tip of my tongue that we have something similar to your carrot thing. But I would be really interested to know from which area of Germany the cheese situation is happening. Like,
Okay.
Okay, Christian, if you could say where that's from, that would be great. I like this idea that every culture would have its own expression with a different food. You know what I mean? Like it's all
Yeah.
kind of the same thing.
I mean,
The
both
peas have been
situations
peeled.
are really sad because carrots are far less tasty when they're cooked, and the cheese is far less tasty when it's already eaten by someone else.
That's a good point.
Okay.
Good. So back to topic. So who are you thinking of? Shh, encrypt your answer. Use my public key to encrypt your last message. Okay, let's see. So copy, what are you thinking of? Yes, exactly. And we encrypt, so we put it here. We go to the network, ledger. We're communicating to Bluehead. Right, exactly. And we use his public key. Where's my mouse? There is my mouse. And we're pasting it. There we go. Copy. Yes. So let's see.
Nice.
Good job.
What's that? I mean, oh, right. Let's just. Okay, so copy. Go to the toolbox.
Of course, in real life, computers do this work for you. You know,
Yeah,
but
sure.
We thought it was fun to try to
It's
do it,
really.
man.
Wait a second. I need my private key. No, fuck. Sorry. Don't curse on stream. Don't curse on stream.
We have to beat that. Do we have a button? We have a.
I mean, you can beep on top. What the heck am I doing? Okay, okay. I have to admit, like, encryption with public and private keys is still kind of breaking my brain occasionally. It's really.
No, but it's okay. It
embarrassing.
did it already for you because it was the same key as
Oh
before,
really?
so it's back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, oh god, yes. I just need to
Yeah.
read. So Raven, or maybe Mudge, he seems oh so discreet. I mean, of course it's either or, right?
Well, it can't be you, unless it is you, Barbara. Have you been
What?
secretly hacking the game?
No, I mean I'm too incompetent to be able to, you know. No mafia would ever trust me.
No. Don't put
Okay.
yourself down.
Oh, okay, good. So Mudge wants something from us. So maybe it's Mudge. Maybe I was too inattentive the first time around, and now he spied on my message.
He tricked
Maybe he
you.
just, you know, came down from his high tower and saying, "Okay, I will take your cat picture for 3 hours."
I'll take your cat. On second thought, I really want that cat.
Right? I mean, he's missing out. Okay, let's see what Mudge has to say.
Okay.
Urgent. Oha. Oh no. Attention please, my identity has been hijacked. Do not open my last message. Uh-oh. It's too late. Fatal error, system. Suffering.
It's not looking so
Oh.
good.
Your computer is broken now.
Nice. I bricked it.
It was a virus. Sorry.
Oh yeah, fun fact: we included a real virus in the game, so it actually crashed. I'm just kidding.
It's just a joke. It's joking.
That'd be the worst. The worst game.
Yes. I'm already.
The worst publicity stunt ever. Actually,
Yes.
Oh, so you did
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Cool.
So
Well, thank you,
level 3
Barbara.
of episode
No.
1 is done. Now I never played episode 2, so I'm
Yeah.
waiting to be done with this stream so I can dive into it.
Okay, got it. That's
Um,
cool.
Okay, wonderful. Let's see what's happening over here.
Well, thank you.
Well,
Thank you so much for playing.
Nice. So
We have someone in the chat. Christian gave again the German
Yeah, he
expression,
gave the.
which I'm not even going to bother to read. I don't know if you can. Hold on. We'll put it into the other chat. See if you can get it.
Der Kass
I'm not-
ist gegessen? No,
yeah, der
I don't
Käse-
know.
Der Käse ist gegessen, so that would have been what I
Oh.
translated as well.
Okay.
Oh, so
It's still a
you
mystery.
read it
I don't know.
well?
I'm not sure whether I know it or not. It's
It's okay. Yeah.
But no, wait, there is another one. It's gonna bug me the entire day.
It'll come back to you. It'll come back to you.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, thank you just so much for everyone who's been following along in the stream and watching us. And thank you so much to Barbara for doing this with
Thank
us.
you.
This is
It was
really
a
fun.
real pleasure. Thank you for letting me do
Oh,
this.
it was a really fun experience. I mean, it was cool.
Right? We're still
Yeah.
alive.
We're still,
We're still alive. We did it. OBS
still
didn't
live
break the
or
entire
live?
time.
Okay,
Sorry.
so
For those who are following at home, we Barbara and Elias and I have had like 3 or 4 sessions, I think, and every single time something went wrong in the middle.
Yeah.
But this time it worked. And it's so
like
great.
long distance high five.
Yeah.
Okay, if any one of you is interested in, like following people on Twitter, we did spam the internet with a couple of information that we're gonna do it. Anyways, so you can find Play Curious Games at Play Curious Game on Twitter. You can find, Amaze, it's Amaze Fest. And you can also, follow me if you want at monkeyotoshi.
Please do.
I'm doing illustrations and stuff, and also TMI Twittering, but not so much.
I'll send your Twitter in
it's
the
fine.
chat
It's in
right
the
now.
description, right? It's
Yeah,
fine.
also true, but I'll do it. Even.
So thank you so much. It was super fun. Thanks for everyone in the chat.
Definitely.
And have a great day. Enjoy all the other open screens.
Yes. Oh, yes. Please enjoy the rest of Amaze. It's awesome.
Yes.
And thanks again to Amaze for letting us participate. It's really
Yes,
fun. Even if
it's
it's remote, we're really happy to do it. And one last plug for Play Curious and Blockchain Battle. If you're interested, please do go to the site. You can play the game for free. You can join our mailing list, and we'll send you cool wallpapers and stuff like that. And with that, should we stop the stream? I'll do a countdown.
I think
Barbara, can we stop?
Okay, yes, go ahead. So, have a
Elias,
good day,
can we
everyone.
stop?
Yes. Goodbye. Have a good day.
Have a good.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.